Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, whenever you happen to be watching this video. I am here with my 34-week pregnancy update. First of all, I just wanted to say welcome to all of the new subscribers I have. I noticed that I've had quite a few subscribers in the past week or two, so I just wanted to say hello. Thank you so much for subscribing. I truly appreciate you, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you can find some sort of value in my videos. Like I said, today I wanted to share with you my 34-week pregnancy update. So first I wanted to begin with my symptoms that I have personally been experiencing. It has been really nothing crazy. I know my past couple of weeks, if you've watched them, I haven't had much change throughout. This week has been a little bit different, but nothing too major. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dive in and share with you guys what's been going on. Like I said, it's been a pretty strong week. I don't have much to complain about. I am a big complainer. If you know me, I love to complain about stuff, but this week I really haven't had much to bitch about. I do have to say I've gained quite a bit of weight, and I am extremely surprised at how much I weigh right now. My pre-pregnancy weight was 98 pounds, or at least that's how much I weighed the first doctor's visit I had at 9 weeks. And now at 34 weeks, I weigh 133 pounds. That is a lot. To me, I have never weighed over 100 pounds. I have, that's a lie. I weighed 110 pounds when I was graduating high school. And the only reason I weighed that much was because I was forcing myself to gain the weight so I could donate blood, because I had wanted to donate blood my whole life. And so in order to donate blood, at least here in California, you have to weigh 110 pounds for them to willingly accept your donation and to actually follow through with the donating process, because they don't want to risk you fainting, passing out, losing too much blood, whatever the reason may be. So that's the only time in my life I've ever really weighed over 100 pounds. So to step on the scale and see 133 takes my breath away for a second, and then I realized, girl, calm down. That's like all baby and placenta and amniotic fluid and all kinds of nasty stuff in there. Something that has been a major issue this past week has been swollen feet, ankles, and fingers. Now that I'm nearing the end of my pregnancy, not only is the weight starting to compress on my gosh, I have such bad indigestion. If you watch videos on my personal channel, not my pregnancy channel, you'll see I just did a goodie box review video, and I tried this soda. I tried this little sparkling fruit drink, and now I just have like hiccups and indigestion, and it's nothing to do with the drink. It's all to do with my pregnancy, but I just keep like having these little weird belches, so please excuse me if I keep doing that throughout the video. So back on with the swollen ankles thing. Here in California, it's been really hot, over the 90s, some days over 100, some days over 110 outside. So I have been really just trying to stay off of my feet and keep them propped up, as well as keeping myself cool and hydrated, because I know lack of hydration can cause swelling, but I've been extremely hydrated. And my swelling hasn't been like severe, so I'm pretty sure it's not preeclampsia, because in the mornings the swelling is completely gone, and it doesn't really start to like build itself up until the afternoon and evening, once I've been pushing myself and standing up and doing a lot of stuff. Usually cooking dinner is what causes it. So a symptom or something that I've been experiencing that to me almost induced panic was, I thought there was a few times this past week that I was going into preterm labor, and that is because I had been feeling almost flu-like symptoms where I was throwing up, I had diarrhea, I was not feeling very hungry, my nose was running and stuffy, and it was just really weird. And on top of all of that, I was having pretty bad contractions and what felt like period cramping. I've never had a baby before, so I don't know exactly what contractions or going into labor feels like, but we were sitting at the Boston Market. It's a restaurant. I don't know if you guys have those where you're from, but we were eating. It's basically like a Thanksgiving restaurant. They serve turkey and stuff like that, mashed potatoes, basically everything you get on Thanksgiving all year round. So if you like Thanksgiving, I would check out Boston Market. But anyways, we were eating lunch there the other day after taking Randy's dad to a doctor's appointment, and I don't know, I got about half of my chicken eaten and a couple of my green beans, and all of a sudden I just started having massive cramping in my belly, and I started having what felt like pretty severe period cramps. And luckily it subsided. We pretty much just got up, packed up our food, and left. And after that, it kind of subsided, especially after getting home and drinking some water and relaxing. So I thought that day for sure I was going in to preterm labor. I don't know why. I was just terrified because I don't know what to expect, what's going to happen when it does happen. So yeah, that was, something that was a little bit weird. And then yesterday, I actually had a doctor's appointment, and I was so sick yesterday. I haven't had morning sickness in the past few weeks, at least not really severely, maybe a few times. And yesterday I woke up and I was so sick. I did not feel hungry at all. I ended up throwing up before I could even eat anything. And I had diarrhea so bad. And so I mentioned it to my doctor, or my nurse practitioner, and she said basically to stay hydrated. If I notice the contractions coming on stronger and more than 10 in an hour, to get myself to the hospital, or the regular scary symptoms like discharge, bleeding, stuff like that, which I really haven't had any of that. And the contractions have kind of slowed down. They're not necessarily 10 an hour. There's probably maybe like 1 or 2 that I have an hour. It's nothing crazy. So it was nice to be reassured by my nurse practitioner that chances are I'm fine. I just need to keep myself relaxed and hydrated. So I mentioned that I went to the doctor actually just yesterday, and there's quite a bit of progress that the baby's made, and he's getting so big. I can barely see him inside my belly when they do the ultrasounds, and his heart sounds amazing. He kept wiggling around inside of me, so it was kind of hard for the nurse practitioner to get his heartbeat, but she was able to get it. And it sounds so good. It's like music to my ears every time I hear his little baby heartbeat. As well as his heart being fine, he is also in the head down position, which you probably heard in my last update video if you watched it. And not only is he head down, but he is head down into the right side of my pelvis, which would explain why I keep getting sciatic nerve pain shooting through my right leg. It wasn't concerning to me, the sciatic nerve pain. Very annoying, yes, but it didn't concern me. I am just so happy to know that Zephyr is head down and hopefully gonna come out safely. Something I thought was so amazing and I wish I would have got on video is Zephyr is starting to grow little baby hairs. You could actually see the little hairs floating around in the amniotic fluid. It was so crazy. My nurse practitioner said, "Oh, look, he has hair." And I thought, really? How can you tell? Can you show me? And she pointed out around his little head, you could just see the little tiny baby hairs floating in the fluid. And oh my God, he's growing up so fast. I just can't believe he has hair. I can't believe he's gonna be born in like 5 weeks. Time has flown by so fast. It is just insane how fast time has gone by. So now that I've kind of shared with you guys my symptoms, baby's progress, I'm going to jump into the Baby Bump app and let you know what it says you may be experiencing for this week of pregnancy. Okay, so this is what the app looks like if you don't use it or you don't know. The one, like I said before, I prefer is Baby Bump. I'm not sponsored by them. I just find their app to be the most simple for me to use and just one that I actually really like. So it says that the baby's size this week is 17.75 inches. These are just estimated, so don't expect your baby to actually be that size because it could be plus or minus some inches. And it also says that he is about 4.75 pounds, which is amazing. What it says for the baby during this week is the waxy protective coating, known as the vernix, is becoming much thicker as the languor continues to shed and may almost be completely gone by now. Inside your baby, the lungs are continuing to mature in preparation for breathing in the outside world. So basically at this point, your baby is almost fully developed, and I know 35 weeks is still considered preterm, but you do have a good chance of your baby surviving if it is born preterm at 35 weeks. 37 weeks is the golden week where your baby becomes full term and you can actually take him or her home at that point if they are born a little bit earlier than their due date. And there's also an update for our bodies and what we might be experiencing this week. And what it says is you might be feeling just like you did your first trimester, tired and exhausted. Yes, I definitely feel that. Your body is going through significant physical strain, not to mention the overall discomfort of the extra weight and difficulty sleeping playing their toll. Guys, I toss and turn a million, probably a billion times a night. I cannot sleep for jack. But I'm still happy because I know my baby's healthy and I could just feel him moving around at night, so that makes me happy. As your baby moves lower into the birth canal and exerts more pressure, some women have an uncomfortable sensation that their baby is about to fall out. And I'm assuming that's exactly how I felt earlier this week when I thought I was going into labor. It just felt like Zephyr was just, when I stood up, it just felt like he was right there at my cervix. It was really weird. Other women feel a prickling or tingling sensation in the pelvic area, also common and not anything to worry about. These feelings may not go away until after you deliver. If you have concerns, it recommends talking to your medical practitioner. And also, there is a health tip on here where it actually recommends to do what's called perineal massages. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But basically it is a vaginal massage where you are massaging the skin between your rectum and your vagina to help prepare you for childbirth. If you want, go ahead and look up the video or look up some information about it because I feel pretty uncomfortable explaining something like that, to be honest. But basically, yeah, you're just stretching the skin to help prepare for labor. That way you tear less. I've heard from several different people, you know, some it worked for them, some it didn't. Maybe the ones who it worked for just had naturally stretchier skin. I personally don't know, but it is something that I have tried 2 or 3 times now, and it is very uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. You definitely feel stinging and burning, and I can only imagine that labor is going to be at least 100 times worse than that pain. So it's something that I would recommend at least trying because it might actually help you be in less pain during labor, which I think is something that we're all looking for. So that is basically what they have on the Baby Bump app for this week. And I just wanted to let you guys know where I was at for my 34th week. Tomorrow I'll be starting my 35th week, which is just still so insane to me, but I just wanted to show you guys my baby bump for my 34th week so you guys can see the progress that I've made. And yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys. So there he is with a shirt on. You can definitely tell I'm pregnant now. And there he is without it. I've been so lucky so far, and I really don't see any stretch marks on my body. Oh, but he's so big, it's so weird. We love this little baby though. I could feel him right here, he's pushing on me. Oh, I'm so excited. So that was my 34-week pregnancy update. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. If you liked and want to see more pregnancy updates, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will see you guys again soon.